I'm Lisa K. Donner, along with Andrew Moran, Jeff Charles, James Fight, and Sarah Cowgill. And this is the Conservative Five, Liberty Nation's online TV news program. There's a whole lot of stockpiling going on of arms out there and nary a round to shoot at a tin can. Americans aren't practicing this perishable skill for fear they won't be able to replace their rounds with new ones. The national ammo shortage is cutting legs out from under local and state police forces. Liberty Nation has spoken with some cops this week, and they report their fellow officers may well have little, if any, extra ammo available with which to train. Is this lack of ammunition about to turn the corner into a national crisis? Where better to go to discuss guns and ammo than our man from Arkansas? Yeah, they know a little bit about guns in Arkansas. Liberty Nation editor-at-large James Fight knows his way around a range and a clip and has written extensively on this for LM. Jim, we're looking at one of several factors for this current ammo shortage, or is it just mostly one thing?
Well, the beginning of the shortage was, I guess, what you call a perfect storm of several factors. Everything from an issue with the raw materials to COVID shutdowns. So production just stopped. And magically that happened at the exact same time that everybody in the country freaked out, including 9 million new gun owners, and wanted to buy guns and ammo.
You know, Jeff, I was wondering, how much can we attribute this ammo shortage to the fact that there's so many first-time buyers out there? And when they're buying a gun, they're likely to buy some rounds.
I mean, it seems like that would be a very significant contributor. I mean, especially with the pandemic shutdowns, like Jim said, and also with the riots that were happening. People were going out and buying guns, and you know, you're not going to buy guns and not put bullets in them. So yeah, I mean, I would think that would be a very significant contributor.
Andrew, do you think that the fact that more Democrats are buying guns is going to make this nation safer? Sorry, that was a little facetious question, but go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think they would know how to operate a gun. They'd probably be too terrified of it, you know. But I think this is just part of the broader shortages occurring throughout the United States. I've been writing about this since early last spring, how, you know, as James alluded to, a perfect storm. You know, there's so many products across the U.S. economy that are scarce right now. You have alcohol, ammo, coffee, and even American workers, if you want to dive deeper into it. So I think overall, I think the U.S. has yet to dodge a bullet when it comes to the increasing number of shortages.
Oh, that was so clever.
Yeah. I guess he had to take a shot at trying to be funny.
People were losing their minds about toilet paper. People were selling hand sanitizer, you know, on eBay for 50 times the original price. People are ridiculously fear-oriented. It's like they thrive on being scared. It drives me nuts, drives me crazy.
Jim, did you find, that it's really the people that are buying up the ammo, like they're buying up toilet paper, or it's the federal government, or a little bit of both?
Well, the biggest problem at this point is panic buying. There's kind of a catch-22 there. I mean, if you're going to shoot, you need to train. If you're going to train, you need to buy ammo. It's all about finding that happy medium where you get enough that you can actually shoot, but you're not buying every single round to hit the shelf, whether you're going to shoot it or not.
I was kind of flipped out the other week because I went with my favorite range partner, and our range is the NRA range here in Virginia. And they said, "I'm sorry, we don't have any 38s." And I'm thinking, the NRA is out of ammo? That's hello.
But
that's scary.
The higher prices for things like copper and steel and all the other raw materials that go into producing these bullets, that's going to be the major factor where you're not going to have a growing number of supply into the market. At the same time, the skyrocketing prices for ammunition is going to drive these producers to ramp up output. One of the companies that produces ammo, one of the largest companies, I think it's Vista in the United States, they announced that they're going to increase production to satisfy this demand. But I'll say one thing though, as a plug from last year when Scott Cosenza hosted John McAfee on The Uprising. He said that Americans need to stockpile on peanut butter, raisins, and Glock 17s. And guess what? There's a shortage of peanut butter, there's a shortage of raisins, and now there's a shortage of weaponry. So that guy was right.
And there's a shortage of John McAfee too.
Yeah, that's correct.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Can we not link all of this to people not wanting to work too? I mean, if there's not enough people running production, even if it is a little pricier, that's going to be a big factor until this administration gets people back to work.
Well, if you don't have to pay rent, then why not just go out and buy guns and bullets?
That's contributing a little, but these ammo manufacturers, they're cranking and spanking right now, and they're paying pretty well too.
So, Andrew, are you ready to short the commodities market on copper and brass, or?
Well, no, not yet though, because when it comes to the copper market, these mines they take a while to get up and running. Peru, this is one of the largest copper markets right now, and they're trying to ramp up production, but it takes so long to do it because of the regulatory process and then getting the supplies, which is also to mine, that's also becoming an issue. But I think this is a good situation whereby you could answer Dirty Harry's famous lucky question with a smart remark. You could say, "Yes, sir, I do feel lucky. The fundamental principles of supply and demand suggest that the marketplace is experiencing an ammo shortage. So I do believe, my good man, that the odds are high that your chamber is empty, good sir."
He would have just beat you to death. Halfway through that whole diatribe, he would just beat you to death. So it wouldn't have
That 44 mag is still a very heavy club.
But finally, Jim, I mean, is there really an issue with cops and not having enough ammo here?
Yeah, it's a real issue. I mean, and it's a
Wait a
product
minute.
of how
You're
long
you're not telling our people that cops are going out with unloaded guns.
Oh, no.
What are you saying then? Let's be clear.
What I'm saying is, when there's an ammo shortage, if you're going to carry, whether you're a cop or civilian, you have three options. You can either carry fewer rounds, you can go out less often, or you can skip training.
It's
What is
interesting.
this going to lead to, though, using, changing up the components of these bullets? Maybe, James can allude to talk about this, but, could they use fewer supplies to produce, let's say, a bullet made out of copper? Because how expensive it is and how hard it is to come by, could you just, reduce that, but then would it reduce the efficacy of the ammunition?
Not really, without making it less effective. You've got to be able to withstand the chamber pressures inside the firearm. There's a lot of physics behind why bullets are built the way they are.
Interesting. All right. Well, thanks, panel. I must say that I'm one that has not stocked up on ammunition, and I probably should have. I kind of go out on the range, shoot them all, and call it a day. But anyway, stay safe and calm, America. That's it for our Conservative 5 panel today. Check out our other C5 shows and segments on your favorite video platform, YouTube, Vimeo, Rumble. We're on them all. As well, Liberty Nation has its own Roku channel where you can see all of our TV productions. Thanks so much for tuning in. And remember, surf on over to libertynation.com. For Frank Diorio, our editor and post coordinator, and our executive producer, Sarah Cowgill, I'm Lisa K. Donner, editor-in-chief. This has been a production of libertynation.com, conservative news where truth matters.